we are here to be vetted for the office of the president and the vice president. Thank you.
The aspirants walk into someone's house, you greet. I haven't given you permission to carry on. So, greet again.
Good day, the chair. Good day, the panel. My name is Bridget Boediwa Bosu.
The aspirants, hold on.
Chair, I believe we have existing protocols, and if they have breached those said protocols, it is respectful that they kindly walk out and do the needful. With your permission, the chair.
Thank you, Honorable. The aspirants, please do the needful. Walk out and come in again. Good day. Who are you and how may I help you?
My name is Bridget Boediwa Bosu, and he is.
My name is Akujiri Benjamin Nate.
We are here to be vetted for the position of the president and the vice. Thank you.
President of
Student Representative Council, please.
address the house and come again.
Please come again.
Address the house and repeat yourself again.
The chair, the panel, Student Representative Council.
Distinguished panelists, I think our honorable aspirants didn't understand what they are to do. So what we are requesting is that you reintroduce yourself and state your purpose for coming here. Do you understand it now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so proceed.
The chair, the panel. My name is Bridget Boediwa Bosu, and I am here to be vetted for the position of the SRC president.
Hold on, aspirants. Carry on.
Thank you, Chairman. So I heard our dear aspirant, the lady, saying SRC. I don't know what is SRC.
The aspirants, what is SRC?
The chair, the panel, please. SRC means Student Representative Council. Thank you.
The aspirant, Benjamin. Carry on.
The chair, the panel. My name is Akujiri Benjamin Nate, and I'm here to be vetted for the position of the Vice President of Student Representative Council. Thank you.
The aspirant, take it slowly so that we can hear what you are saying. Come again.
The chair, the panel. My name is Akujiri Benjamin Nate, and I'm here to be vetted for the position of the Vice President of the Student Representative Council. Thank you.
Dear Benjamin, are you in a hurry to go somewhere?
No, the chair.
So take it again and speak slowly.
The chair, the panel. I'm Akujiri Benjamin Nate, and I'm here to be vetted for the position of the Vice President of the SRC, the Student Representative Council. Thank you.
All right. Before we proceed, you have to take a declaration, of which my Honorable JC Clerk can proceed with the proceedings.
So when I say I, then you mention your name.
Okay, please.
I,
Bridget Buediwa Bosu,
having submitted my nomination
having submitted my nomination
to contest for the office of
to contest for the office of the Student Representative Council President
in the 2026 SRC election,
in the 2026 SRC elections,
do solemnly declare that the information I have provided
that the information I have provided
is true and that
it's true and that
I satisfy the eligibility requirements
I satisfy the eligibility requirements
under Article 37 of the SRC Constitution.
under Article 37 of the SRC Constitution.
I undertake to comply with the SRC Constitution,
I undertake to comply with the SRC Constitution,
the Electoral Commission's regulations,
the Electoral Commission's regulations,
and to conduct myself with honesty,
and to conduct myself with honesty,
integrity, and respect for the electoral process.
and respect for the electoral process.
I accept that any false declaration or breach of the Constitution may result in my disqualification. Lecture.
Thank you, Honorable JC Clerk.
You're welcome.
Dear aspirants, please, we will need you to come one by one or one after the other. Approach the desk. Halfway, you pause for 3 seconds, you turn and then return and take your stance. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir, the chair.
All right, aspiring Vice President of the SRC, which is the Student Representative Council, you may proceed. Distinguished panelists, I believe we have tackled item 1. Honorable aspirants, you may sit.
Thank you, the chair.
Thank you, the chair.
Moving to item 2, I believe this is a very vital part and it carries a lot of weight. In light of that, yes, right, Honorable Noad.
The chair, I believe the seat is not a labor's bench. So with due diligence, I want them to address the House with some form of professionalism. If they fail to do that, I think the way is in their front. They can see themselves outside. Thank you, with all due respect.
Dear aspirants, I believe you have heard what Right Honorable has said.
The chair, yes, please.
Let us try to be as professional as possible. Is
Okay,
that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir, the chair.
All right, so now we continue to item 2. I think 7 questions would do for now. if there's a need to extend it, we will extend it so that we can actually get the information we need to examine. Right, Honorable Michael?
7 questions individually or all of us?
7 questions in total.
Oh.
Don't worry, when we need to extend, we will extend. So who is setting the ball rolling? Right, Honorable Noah, the floor is yours.
The chair, before we proceed, which of you went to Swedrow Secondary School?
The chair, the panel.
The chair, we want to confirm a lie. So when I say Sepme cum optimus, what do you say?
Please, you say semper cum, and I reply optimus.
Sepe cum.
Dear aspirants, try as much as possible to address the House well before you proceed to answer. Is that clear?
The chair, yes, please. The
Right,
chair,
Honorable Noah,
Yes.
over to you.
Sepe cum.
the chair, the panel, optimus.
And when I say knowledge, truth, and light, what do you say? I'm talking to the vice. When I say knowledge, truth, and light, what do you say?
The chair, the panel, please come again.
When I say knowledge, truth, and light, what do you say? Which school did you go to?
Thermometer these days, senior high.
What do they say there? The chair, I want to confirm certain documents. That is why I'm running them through. Is that your school?
Proceed.
Is that the school you went to?
Yes.
And you don't know your school motto?
The chair, the house, it skewed me a little. Thank you very much.
So when I say knowledge, truth, and light, what do you say?
The chair, the panel, it skewed me a little.
The chair, let's proceed. Speaking from the office of the General Assembly, I will scrutinize my questions to that angle. Yes, my question is very simple. I want them to describe the structure and membership of the General Assembly under the Constitution, and I want them to tell us how that office interacts with the Office of the Dean of Students. So you identify, because they are going for high portfolios, and I want to affirm to it that they know my office. So I want you to tell me the membership of the General Assembly and how my office interacts with the Office of the Dean of Students. So this question is serving a linkage between the Constitution and the Student Handbook, and not what you think. Is that clear?
The chair, I'll say it, please.
Thank you. So you may proceed. The chair, with your permission, can they proceed with the question?
Yes, permission granted.
The chair, the house, the membership of the General Assembly consists of the leadership, that the speaker, the right speaker, the clerk, faculty whips, course representatives, rep from each class, leaders of registered associations.
Dear aspirants, kindly hold on. Honorable Phyllis.
The chair, the panel, I believe this will be the very last time that we encourage or tell the honorable aspiring SRC president to address the panel correctly. Thank you.
The chair, the panel, the membership of the General Assembly consists of leadership, the speaker, the speaker, the right speaker, the clerk, faculty whip, course representatives, and SRC rep from each class, leaders of registered associations on campus. Thank you.
Honorable aspirants, I believe myself and my distinguished panelists didn't get your answer well. So kindly take it again.
The chair, the panel. The membership of the General Assembly consists of the leadership, that is the speaker, the right speaker, the clerk, faculty whips, course representatives, each rep from a class, leadership of registered associations on campus, and a member from the graduate school. With the association they have with the dean of students, the dean of students oversees the work that is done during the General Assembly. So they are like she's the overseer of the General Assembly. Thank you.
What is the difference between the speaker and the right speaker?
Please come. The chair, the panel. Please come again.
What is the difference between the speaker and the right speaker?
The right speaker takes over the position of the speaker in the absence. The right speaker takes over in the absence of the speaker. So one has a higher power than the other. The speaker has the highest power than the right speaker. Thank you.
Dear aspirants, do you know the current speaker and the current right speaker?
Yes, please. The chair, the panel. Yes, please.
Can you help us with their names and their correct titles?
The chair, the panel. Please, I know them by face, not by name. Thank you.
Do you know where they are now?
The chair, the panel. Yes, please.
Where are they?
The chair, the panel. They are seated on my right, the first desk in the middle.
Which of them is the speaker and which of them is the right speaker?
The chair, the panel. The speaker is seated beside our Excellency, the President, and the right speaker is seated by the speaker. Thank you.
I believe the individuals mentioned can speak for themselves. Please, distinguished panelists, are you the speaker and the right speaker?
Since we are all learning, I want her to know that the fact that I'm sitting on his right hand side does not make me the right speaker.
That is true.
Yes, and since we are all learning and I've seen that most of them are smart enough to join, I'll give them the answers, but to tell those coming that your questions are here. Now, of the leadership of the General Assembly, she said it, we have the speaker, we have the deputy speaker, we have the clerk, we have the faculty whips. Those are the leadership. Then we have to come to the executive officers, of which you didn't mention. Then we move straight to the president of the International Association, yes, Students Association, ISA. Then we go to president of registered clubs or associations on campus, the chair, and to complete it all, we have the chairperson of the standing committee and 2 members of the graduate school, of which she said. So we serve as a deliberative decision-making organ of the SRC's day-to-day and governance, right? So with the office of the dean, so we, together with the office of the dean, she ensures what she said, external oversight, and ensures that whatever we are doing or whatever proceedings is going respondently with the status of this noble institution. The chair, thank you so much, and I hope the aspirants have been enlightened.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that educative session, Right Honorable Noad. Please, who is taking the next? Honorable Phyllis, the floor is yours.
The chair, the panel, thank you for the opportunity. So, my question is to the Honorable aspiring SRC President and Vice President. Kindly listen very carefully. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it, and then you give me a response. And the response you give should correspond with the articles based on the SRC Constitution. Am I clear?
The chair, the house. Yes, please.
Please, this is the last time we would ask you to address the panel correctly.
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Thank you. All right, listen. You have been elected into office, and it turns out that your SRC treasurer.
Honorable, please hold on. Dear aspirant, aspiring president, sit upright. Good. Honorable, carry on.
Thank you. It has been found that your SRC treasurer has been accused and found guilty of embezzlement of funds. Now, at the General Assembly, he has been impeached. There is a move to impeach him at the General Assembly. You are in attendance. The SRC president is in attendance, and the SRC vice presidents are in attendance. Now, the vote ends in a 50% plus one tie. And it turns out that the SRC president, yourself, has been included in the vote. What happens next?
The chair, the panel, please, if to get the question right, are you asking if I would vote for him being impeached or not?
I'm saying you voted, and it's the final result was a 50% plus one result. So what happens next?
The chair, the panel, if it was 50% plus one for him to be impeached, then the majority takes the decision during a General Assembly meeting, so he will be impeached. Thank you.
Are you sure? The vice, would you like to come? Would you like to support?
The chair, the panel. The constitution states the enforcement of the constitution says that anybody, or other persons under the constitution everything must be enforced. So once we are saying the treasurer has been impeached, and then the president will have to vote to break a tie. So if there's a necessity for the president to vote, and then the president has voted, and then it has happened that the vote has gone against the treasurer, I think the treasurer has to be impeached. Thank you.
Please, are you sure of your answer? Should I give you another opportunity?
The chair, the panel. I believe a good leader is not perfect, and then I'll be honest with you. Our answer might not be correct, but if you can enlighten us on the answer, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. The chair, with your permission. All right. So, in accordance with Article 11, Clause AIII, the SRC president does not have any voting rights in the General Assembly. And so on that note, it would result in a 50-50 tie. And based on Article 13, Clause D, the Speaker of the House would now need to intervene to break that tie. Is that okay?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, honorable panel members, dear aspirants. My question is more of a scenario that I'm going to provide, and then the question follows. So you answer based on the scenario I give. Before I ask, do you know of nukes?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, with your permission, I'd like to proceed. The scenario goes: the University Student Association of Ghana, that is the bloc representing public and private traditional university undergraduates, publishes a press statement declaring a nationwide boycott of a new government higher education tax bill. Concurrently, the National Union of Ghana Students, yes, the leadership releases a separate statement praising the Ministry of Education for engaging in a dialogue on the same bill, explicitly stating that no boycott has been declared. Local NUCS presidents on various university campuses find themselves caught between enforcing the USAC's boycott call or adhering to the NUCS diplomatic posture. Do you get the scenario?
The chair of the panel, please, I think you should clarify it a little bit for us. Thank you very much.
Okay, so USAC publishes a press statement declaring the nationwide boycott of a new government higher education tax bill. Now, NUCS is saying that they are not against it because they are trying to give themselves some diplomatic posture. Now, to the question. In the matters of national policy, does USAC override and dictate that decision, making the institution having to adhere to that policy? Or does the NUCS operate independently on its own?
The chair, the panel, the NUTS operate independently on its own.
Are you aware that USAC is a block under NUCS?
The chair, the panel, no.
Mr. Chairman, if he doesn't even know what USAC is, I don't think he has an idea of answering that question. Thank you very much.
The chair, with your permission, I want to ask the chair, I want to ask our SRC aspirant, the president, to state the act that established GCTU and give us a brief history of GCTU. And to the president, give us the supremacy of the Constitution and tell us where the article will be found. Thank you.
The chair of the panel, the supremacy of the Constitution can be found in Article 2.
The chair, this question was directed to the vice president and not the president. Thank you.
The chair of the panel. The chair of the panel. Thank you, Right Honorable, for the question. So, the article that establishes the school can be found is Article 1022, and then the supremacy of the Constitution can be found in Article 2 of the SRC Constitution.
The chair, with your permission, I think the president and the vice didn't get my question well, so I'm restating it again. So to the president, I said, state the act that established GCTU and give us a brief history of GCTU. And to the vice, give us the supremacy of the Constitution and state the article it to be found. Thank you.
The chair of the panel, the act is Article 1022. GCTU was established in the year 1948 It was initially called Ghana Telecom Training Center, and in 2005, it was now converted into a tertiary institution. It is under Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, that is GTEC. Initially, they started with 21 telecommunication students that were trained. And the motto of the school is knowledge comes from learning, which comes from the proverb, "Nea onim no sua ohun." Our logo consists of a crest, a mythical sword, red, chest, and our colors are blue and yellow. The yellow represents royalty, and the blue represents the sky and ocean. That depicts freedom. Thank you. The chair, the panel, let me add on. We have campuses in at other places as well. That's Okoforidia, Krade, Tesano here, Abeka. Enungwa. Thank you.
The chair, the panel. The second question. So please, the supremacy of the law simply says the SRC Constitution is the highest governing constitution of GCTU, and then every club or association must operate under the constitution of GCTU. Again, if any organization rules or conflict with the constitution, the SRC Constitution prevails, and then the rule or the confliction will be declared void. Then the supremacy of the Constitution is under Article 2. Thank you.
Dear aspirants,
The chair.
let's do a little exercise. Put the mic in front of your mouth. No, not you, the aspiring vice. Like how I am.
Okay.
Yes. So now say my name is, or say anything.
The chair, the panel. My name is Akujedu Benjamin Nate.
Okay, I believe we can proceed. So from henceforth, when you are speaking, try to position the mic well so that our viewers online can also hear what you are saying. Do you understand?
Thank you very much, the chair.
All right. His Excellency Nathaniel, the floor is yours.
Go to the aspiring Student Representative Council Vice President. What are the core values of the school?
The chair, the panel. The core values of GCTU are 1, excellence, integrity, student-centered, academic freedom, innovation. Thank you.
Chairman, with your permission, I want to ask him to take it again.
The chair, the panel. The core values of GCTU are 1, excellence, academic centered, innovation, integrity. I'm coming again. Student centered, innovation, excellence, integrity, student freedom. Thank you.
Chairman, with your permission, for the last time, I want him to take it again.
The chair, the panel. The core values are excellence, student-centered, integrity, innovation, academic freedom.
Thank you, Chairman.
Honorable Akwele.
Thank you very much, the chair, the panel. Please, may I go on with my question?
Yes, you may.
Okay. So, my question is based on the Constitution. So, if the president and the vice president are absent, who chairs the executive council meeting?
The chair, the panel, the secretary. Thank you.
Please, can you come again with your answer?
The chair, the panel. Please, the secretary takes charge.
Where in the Constitution does it say the secretary takes charge?
The chair, the panel. I'll be honest, I can't really state the exact Constitution, the article that says that, but I'll be very happy if you can enlighten me on that. Thank you very much.
The chair, the panel. The chair, please, should I correct? Okay, so there is nowhere in the Constitution that states that the secretary should take charge of the executive council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Executive Council, in exercise of its functions, according to Article 24D, has the power to issue an executive instrument in accordance with provisions of the Constitution concerning the activities of the SRC. Now, I want you to create a scenario where you would have to issue an executive instrument. And what executive instrument will you issue in that scenario? Thank
you. The chair, the panel. Right Honorable, please, can you clarify your question once again? Thank you very much.
So I'll take it again. The Executive Council, in exercise of its functions, according to Article 24D, has the power to issue an executive instrument in accordance with provisions of this Constitution concerning the activities of the SRC. So I want you to create a scenario where you would have to issue an executive instrument. And in that scenario, what executive instrument would you issue?
The chair, the panel. Thank you once again, Mr. Speaker. I'll be honest that I don't know the right constitutional provision for the article you mentioned, and I'll be happy if you can enlighten me on that. Thank you very much.
I just read the whole article to you right now. So, Article 24D. Let me read Article 24D for you. The Executive Council shall, in exercise of its functions, have the power to issue an executive instrument in accordance with the provisions of this Constitution concerning the activities of the SRC.
Please, the chair, the panel, please, can you clarify the executive instrument for me? Thank you.
You don't know what an executive instrument is?
The chair, the panel. Please.
The chair, it doesn't look like the aspirant knows the answer, and I would like to hold any answers in regards to the questions for the future aspirants. So thank you.
Any further questions? His Excellency Ni.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The aspirants, my question is, in case, say you pass vetting and go through electoral processes and then you are elected to become president and vice of SRC for GCTU, SRC president and vice for GCTU. Yes, and two of your executive officers are trying everything in their best to boycott meetings just so to paralyze your government. How do you keep it running? and provide me with legal binding answers. Thank you.
The chair, the panel. So we will caution them first of all, and if they keep repeating it, we would have to report to the GA. We would have to report to the GA, and then they will take the necessary actions. Thank you.
The chair, the panel. Please, we'll have to report to the GC through the clerk. Then the GC will take it from there. Will take the necessary things he will take, like the compliance. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, the answer provided is half cooked because I don't have the legal binding answers. Can you constitutionally state how you go about this?
The chair, the panel. So we will have to report or get in touch with the GC through the clerk.
Yes, you have given me some nice processes. I want the articles binding these.
The chair, the panel. Right, Honorable. I'll be honest. I can provide the constitutional article you are talking about. Thank you very much. If you can enlighten me on that thing.
Honorable Phyllis.
Thank you, the chair. So my question to the honorable aspirants, this one is a very soft one. Very soft, very, very soft. You are the custodian of all the constitutions under the SRC, true or false?
The chair, the panel, true.
All right. So very simply, states the motto and slogan for the Business Students Association Constitution.
The chair, the panel. Thank you, Right Honorable, for the question.
Please, the chair. I believe we have the right honorable in the house. I am not in the person of that individual. Thank you.
I second.
The chair, the panel. Thank you for the question. Please, I'm certain about the answer, and then I'll be happy if you can enlighten me on the answer. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, the chair. With your permission, because this is not a question that will be repeated.
Yes,
they should be ready.
Address it.
Thank you. So, because we are here to learn as well, the motto for the Business Students Association is an environment of performance beyond education. And then the slogan is developing leaders in a time of relentless change. Thank you.
Any further questions? Or we are still prepping? His Excellency Nathaniel.
Chairman, thank you once again. So this question goes to the aspiring Student Representative Council President. What are the eligibility requirements for voters? Of voters?
The chair, the panel, the eligibility requirement for voters is that The person should be a registered student regardless of the session, and the person should be of sound mind. Thank you.
Chairman, with your permission, I want her to take it again.
Okay.
The eligibility requirement of voters is that the voter should be a registered student regardless of the session, and the voter should be of sound mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
All right. Before we proceed, I believe we can be tackling items 4 and 5 as we ask the questions, so we don't have to add it to other sessions. So we are still on item 2, but we are tackling item 4 and 5 at the same time. I believe we are on the same level. All right. In light of that, Right Honorable Michael, when you are done sipping and preparing the path which the questions would come through, you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. With your permission, I have 3 simple true or false questions for the aspirants. Yes, so the first one. The president, according to Article 67, has the power to interpret, defend, and enforce the SRC Constitution. True or false?
The chair of the panel, false.
Okay, so there will be no answers.
Yes, no answers.
Yes. The president under Article 70 has the authority to dismiss all reports presented by the audit board. True or false?
The chair of the panel, false.
The president under Article 55 has the authority to dismiss, contribute, or add to proceedings of the General Assembly. True or false?
The chair of the panel, false.
All right, thank you.
Right Honorable Noad.
The chair, the panel, if we are tackling confidence, can we bring up things that show their confidence, or we would have to go to 6 and 7? I need a confirmation before I proceed.
Proceed.
Okay. Looking at your CV, that is a CV. You know that a CV represents you. It is some form of you telling us who you are. You know that.
The chair of the panel, yes, please.
Yes. The chair, in her CV, she states emphatically clear that she has a good public speaking role, a very good public speaking role.
The chair of the panel, yes, please.
So far, I think I've not been able to evaluate on that yet. So I want to know, what do you do in public speaking? So I'm giving you a very calm note. Deliver a vote of thanks on an SRC week lunch. And I will also touch on the skills of the aspiring vice president. So while she does it, then so with your permission, can she proceed on that?
Yes.
Good afternoon, distinguished audience. It has been an amazing time with you, and I must say we enjoyed the program. But so soon we have come to the end of the program, and we have to give honor to who deserves it. We want to thank you all for being here, but first of all, let's give thanks to the Almighty God, because if it hadn't been Him, we wouldn't have come this far. So we thank the Almighty God, and then the chairman of the Electoral Commission for making this vetting possible. We also thank all executives that are
SRC week lunch.
Sorry.
SRC week lunch.
Please, the chair, the panel, please, who are the members present?
SRC week lunch. Do you want me to go into your attendance of SRC programs? Is that how we are going it? The chair, to ask. She has brought herself. Can I proceed?
Can we leave that for items 6 and 7?
Okay.
Yes.
So I said SRC week lunch.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It has been amazing having you here, and so far, so good. We have come to the end of the program. First of all, we give thanks to the Almighty God for making this program a success. We thank the school management for being here. We really say thank you because you have honored our invitation. We also give thanks to all the SRC executives present, all students. We say thank you so much. If you hadn't been here, this program wouldn't have been a success. God bless.
The chair, okay. Now to the vice. When you look at the vice skills, it is very enormous, and I think they have a lot in common. All their skills are the same. Good public speaking, active listening. We can all check. I think if the PR was here, you'd see it. All their skills are the same. So I'm looking for something unique that the vice had, and I found it in his skills. He said, sound familiarity with the GCTU student handbook. And I'm so happy he didn't say the constitution. So the chair, with your permission, since it sounds familiar, let us move into the dispensation of sound. With your permission, I want him to sing the school's anthem, because it combines his public speaking skills and his sound familiarity with the student handbook. Thank you.
Dear aspirants, are you ready?
The chair, the panel. Thank you very much for the question. I can sing all the song, and then I'll be honest that I can answer that question. Thank you very much.
I didn't get you. I believe we went through an exercise on how to handle the mic.
Sorry, the chair.
Yes.
The chair, the panel. To be honest, I can't sing the whole anthem. Thank you very much.
He said he can.
I can't.
Can't or can?
I can't.
Then sing the one you can. Say the who.
The panel. GCTU is on the move.
Yes, I think I know why. So the right honorable should take it. All right. Right. I believe what His Excellency is trying to say is, when it comes to your house, you are the highest. Yes, that's why he wants to give you that respect, or accord you that respect. So I believe you can take it.
The chair, I would be the linguist to right honorable. All what right honorable is trying to say is that, with all due respect, when you are singing the anthem, you shouldn't, one, be laughing anyhow, and two, you should also stand up to show some form of respect to the laws of the land.
The chair, the panel. I'm sorry about that. Please, like I said, I will not be able to sing the whole song, but the little I can. Okay, thank you. The last portion is the one that always comes to my mind normally. Okay. Then knowledge comes from learning part, and then GCTU is on the move. Okay. Thank you very much.
I've said the lyrics. Please, when you reach where you can sing, go there. When you reach where you can sing, go skip it. We want to hear the song.
The chair, the panel.
I think the vice is trying to intimidate the guy. Because he also was equal chance. And I'm surprised. He was saying it until he looks tension. If the president could excuse just for this singing, I think it can be allowed. But if she can comport herself, then we may proceed. Because we spent too much time on this.
Dear Bridget, can you comport yourself or you like to excuse us?
The chair the panel, I'll comport myself.
All right. I believe we can continue.
The chair the panel. GCTU is on the move. Knowledge comes from learning.
Hey,
Thank you.
dear aspirant, even the part of the anthem that I think we would all shout to because we are actually shouting, you decided not to sing that part. You skipped the whole anthem, you just gave us the heading and then the conclusion, the start and the finish. The climax of the anthem, you decided to take it out.
But it's his skills. He said he's familiar with the sound.
Wow.
His skills. I'm standing on your skills that you spelled out here. Chair, I think with your permission, we can proceed with the other items. You can hum the song. Can you hum the song from the beginning to the end?
The chair, the house. No, please.
The chair, I would only add a suggestion that please, when you are drafting your CV, it should reflect yourself. If you know you can't do it, don't force it, okay? Because the chair, I will push it to other matters when we get to languages. There is something nice here I would like to share, but I will keep it for the other matters. Thank you.
All right. The aspirants, you may sit. And I believe, as the Right Honorable has said, if you are not comfortable with anything, don't place it on your CV. Because your CV, as he said, is sort of a document that represents you. So if you are not ready to speak to any item there, kindly take it off before you appear for examination. Are we clear?
The chair the panel, yes, please.
Yes, please.
All right. His Excellency Ni.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. This is a concern because how can two individuals claim they are aspiring for SRC president and vice of GCTU and cannot even harm the GCTU anthem? This is very embarrassing. And it's like they are not even taking it with any seriousness. It's bothering. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Aspiring president, would you like to redeem yourselves?
The chair the panel, I can sing it.
Okay, we'll leave it for other matters. We'll leave it for other matters. Right. Any further questions? Okay, so now we are proceeding to item 3. Item 3. The vision they have for the school. The vision they have for the school and how it aligns to the statutes of the school. I believe 5 questions would be in order. Yes, 5 questions would be in order. If we need to extend, we will extend as required. Who is setting the ball rolling? Right Honorable Noad, the floor is yours.
The chair, once again, I would like to thank you and express my keen acknowledgement for always seeing my hand up, because many are raised, but few are chosen. The chair, to set the ball rolling, I want all the panelists, the distinguished panelists here, to look keenly in their manifesto since projection matters are being handled background, so that we will find out whether they prepared it themselves or not. So please, I want all of us to look at it. I'm asking you certain questions per your manifesto. If it is yours, it's true. If it is not yours, it is false. Now, Your manifesto lists major projects, true or false.
The chair, the panel, true.
Now, relating to the major projects, it says a new hostel, true or false.
The chair, the panel, true.
Free high-speed campus internet, true or false.
The chair, the panel, true. Revamping campus.
Monthly free data packages, true or false.
The chair, the panel, true.
Alumni welfare fund, true or false.
The chair, the panel, true.
Medical bill subsidies, true or false. Medical bills subsidies, true or false.
The chair, the panel, true.
Solar lightning and campus shuttle, true or false.
The chair, the panel, true.
The chair, with all respect, these are stated in their manifesto, and so it is true in their policy statement, and so it is true that they prepared it themselves. Now to my question, which of these will you deliver in your first semester? Show me the realistic funding channels and the realistic reports that you have gotten that determines that which of these will be delivered in your first semester. Thank you.
The chair, the panel. The realistic one that can be delivered in my first semester will be revamping of the campus network. And I say that because we all would agree that we have network issues when it comes to GCTU. And it is so because initially the school was for some limited number of people. Like I stated, it started with 21 people. And it was later turned into a university where we added on and on. Now the layout of the network cannot contain thousands of people. That is why we have problems when it comes to the speed of the network. I did my investigations, and luckily for me, the person who picked up the call was an old student of the school who knows about our network system, and he explained this to me, that the whole problem has to do with the layout. So all we are saying in our policy is that we will revamp the whole layout, lay new fiber optics the traditional way, and we will do that by contacting telecommunication companies and other institutions like banks, so that as part of their corporate social responsibility, they fund us to revamp it, because the money you would have to use for this is huge, and the SRC alone cannot take that burden. Thank you.
The chair, I think with your permission, my dinner has been served and we can proceed.
Honorable, thank you.
Said he has a follow-up on my question.
You have a follow-up?
Yes, please, Mr. Chairman.
Can proceed.
She made mention of the network layouts on campus. I'd like you to tell me what network topology is GCT using?
The chair, the panel, it has skipped me a bit. Thank you.
Do you know what a network topology is?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Can you give me 2 examples of a network topology?
Ring and star. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome, Honorable. A follow-up.
Yes, so thank you, Mr. Chair. As part of the current SRC president's policy was to introduce or reintroduce the network, something she was talking about, and then it doesn't look to be working as we speak now. Have you tried consulting him to see why that policy hasn't been implemented?
The chair, the panel, thank you. I would the current SRC, they've done well, and as he promised, he was working on it, because we all can attest to the fact that they fixed Starlinks. But the reason why I want to go with the traditional network is that we are a lot in the school, and the Starlink cannot.
So can you pinpoint some of the locations where the Starlinks are? Because I've not seen any Starlink on campus.
Yes, please. C block.
and it was implemented by the current SRC president.
Yes, please, according to the best of my knowledge.
And where is this knowledge coming from?
The chair the panel online.
Source.
The chair the panel GCTU SRC channel.
Which of the channels? I think the president is here, and then he will have to clarify else.
His Excellency, carry on.
Thank you, Chairman. So I want to make this correction. So together with the university management, we received a proposal from CELTEL. So they are ISP. They provide internet services to institutions, organizations, and schools. So we had this proposal for them where we want to collaborate with them and improve upon the network issue in our campus. So we are at the talking stage and implementation stage where the first phase of the implementation stage was done. And we did the testing and it was running smoothly. But we need to purchase some materials, equipment to improve it and also expand it to the business campus. That's where we stop due to one or two things which I can't share you. Thank you.
Yes, and to clarify, the Starlinks at the C blocks were not implemented by the SRC, but rather by the Association of Computing Students, ACS.
Yeah, so Chairman, so with the SRC one, we fix it at the graduate block here, then where the lavest benches are.
The chair the panel, thank you for the correction.
The chair, she's misleading the house and she will have to apologize for that.
The chair the panel, I apologize.
Apology accepted. Honorable Felix, carry on.
Thank you, the chair. With your permission. To the honorable aspirant, I believe after the right honorable's line of questioning, you stated that you are the one who drafted your policy statements, right? And I would like to assume that every item in your policy statements is in alignment with the SRC Constitution, true or false?
The chair the panel, true.
Okay. My question to the honorable aspirant, I see that you have stated that a new hostel project is to be initiated to expand the school's hostel capacity to alleviate students' burden in the search of accommodation. My question to the honorable aspirant, how long does it take to put up a building such as a hostel?
The chair the panel, the estimated time is 12 to 18 months. Thank you.
Thank you. And how long is your tenure of office?
The chair the panel, a year.
Thank you. So do you believe that it will be possible for you to implement that project within your tenure?
The chair the panel, it is the interest of the students that is at heart. So even if you are not able to complete it and the next administration complete it, it will be on record that we started it. And since it serves the best interest of the students, I see that as something that.
Thank you. However, I believe your intentions are noble, but you do believe that every action that you are taking is subject to the SRC Constitution, true or false?
The chair the panel, true.
And what is stated at Article 54? Or to make it simple, what does the Constitution state about projects that would exceed your tenure of office?
The chair the panel, it has skipped me.
So according to Article 54, no executive is allowed to initiate or implement a project that would exceed their tenure of office. And so the chair, please, I believe it would not be me overstepping my boundaries if I say the honorable aspirant is attempting to deceive us, because if she has stated this as a policy, if she comes into power, there is no way that she would be able to implement this policy. Thank you very much.
Dear aspirant, do you plan on breaching the constitution?
The chair, please come again.
Do you plan on breaching the constitution?
The chair, the panel, no, please.
So how did you come about the project?
The chair, the panel, when she asked of the duration, I stated that 12 to 18 months. So with proper supervision and proper funding, we can do it within 12 months. So, thank you.
How long do you think the tenure of office is?
The chair, the panel, a year.
Honorable Phyllis.
The chair, the panel, even if we are to assume that the projects will take 12 months, realistically speaking, even the process after you've gotten into power, the simple process for you gaining approval for that project and now getting the funds to be able to implement that project, not to talk of the amount of time that would elapse with normal administrative processes for you to even break ground before the projects can be started. There is no way. In fact, putting up a simple, reliable, safe building for the students' body can take about 1.5 to beyond, sometimes even 3 years. Thank you.
Right, Honorable Michael.
Yes, so thank you, Honorable Chair. To be able to put this project into action, it means you've seen the plan of the school and then you have a location. If everything should, all the processes should be, you should pass all the processes. So where are you planning on putting up this facility?
The chair, the panel, I believe the Bush Canteen is an SRC land. So the plan was to clear it, put up the hostel, and fix the stores under the hostel. Thank you.
SRC land. Who gave the land to SRC and how did it become SRC land?
The chair, the panel, please, I have no idea. I just know it belongs to the SRC.
You cannot just know. This is a project. So it means you know everything. You've consulted Works and Housing and they've given you the plan, the permission and everything. So you are elected as the SRC president. Now you've done all the requirements, all the procurements, everything. And now you don't have space because you thought wrong.
The chair, the one skill every leader should have is the ability to convince people to tap into your idea. So about me getting the permission, I believe if I become the president, I would be able to convince my executives to back me up to get to the place to build the hostel. So for now, the acceptance is not a problem. Thank you.
I believe you need to have a vision before you execute a plan. Now, the vision should entail, like Right Honorable said, a location where you plan to set the building up. So what he's trying to find out is, where do you plan to set the building up?
The chair, the panel, the Bush Canteen. We will clear it.
You will clear what?
The Bush Canteen. Put up the hostel and later fix the stores under it.
How long would you take to fix the stores? You know the Bush Canteen is serving a purpose, right?
Yes, please.
So how long would you take to return its purpose back?
The chair, the panel, we would speak to the management of the school to give us a place to use while the project is ongoing. Thank you.
Before you go to speak to management, do you have a place in mind you want them to give you to use?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Where?
The chair, the panel, where mom's corner is.
So meaning you just want to destroy before you build. And in the process of destroying, you don't want to sustain whatever purpose it was fulfilling. Is that correct?
The chair, the panel, no, please. We are not destroying and destroying and destroying. Sometimes you have to adjust for the better. So since it's not going to last forever and it's for a period of time, I think for the interest of the students, we can do that. We can adjust for some time and then later we'll get everything back.
I don't think you understand me. Listen to this scenario. There are two towns, town A and town B. And there is only one bridge connecting town A and town B, a foot bridge. And then there's a problem with the bridge and you have to destroy it and then build a new one. What do you think is the best practice?
The chair, the panel, if you want to rebuild the bridge, people will still cross. So I think what you have to do is to use a wood for the meantime until the real one has been fixed. So
I don't think you got the question. There is only one bridge connecting the two towns, and the bridge is faulty. It has been rendered useless. Do you understand?
the chair, the panel, yes, please.
Can we establish that the bridge was serving a purpose before being rendered useless?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Okay. So now, to fulfill the purpose of the bridge, you have to reconstruct it, right?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Now, within that duration, what do you do?
The chair, the panel, it wouldn't be advisable that we'll still use that bridge because people will fall and die. So we can use something for the meantime while it is still being fixed. That's why I'm saying they can use a wood for the meantime, and after fixing the bridge, you switch from the wood to the bridge that has been fixed. Thank you.
Come again.
The chair, the panel. If the bridge is damaged and people are using it, they will die because they will fall off. And if you want to fix it, you can't you can't be fixing it for them to be using it at the same time. You are fixing it because you have the interest of the people at heart. So you have to look for a different way to solve their problems while the one you are fixing lasts. So you can do something with a normal wood that can take the weight of human beings so that they use that while you are fixing the one you would actually build with rocks. And I believe they would understand. It's an adjustment for the better. So
You are saying you have to create a makeshift bridge, right?
Yes, please. The chair, the panel, yes, please.
To serve the purpose of the bridge, which is allowing people to cross.
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Now the Bush Canteen has about at least five avenues that help students to sustain themselves when they come to campus in terms of their stomach.
The chair, the panel, yes.
Now you are going to destroy that side. How are you going to ensure that the students still are able to sustain themselves when they come to campus?
The chair, the panel, we don't intend to sack them from selling the school, but they would have to do.
Come again.
We don't intend to sack them whilst the project is ongoing. Like I said, they can be at a different place with a different setup. They can be at a different place with a different setup while the project is ongoing. after the project is done, they can take their things back to wherever they were. Just that this time around, it would even have a bigger and better space for them, because we would rebuild it for them under the hostels.
So where on campus are you going to give them this different setup for 12, at least 12 good months? You said Mom's Corner. Look at the size or the area that avenue is occupying and compare it to the size of the Bush Canteen. Would all those avenues at the Bush Canteen sit on the space Mom's Corner is occupying?
The chair, the panel, the chair, the panel, they can be at different places, and it's not necessary that all of them will be at where Mommy's Corner is. There's also a place beside the basketball courts where some of them can be. It's being at the same place is, I'm not saying they should be at the same place. Some of them can be by the basketball court, while others are also at where I suggested. But we'll definitely find them a place. What we are thinking about now is the building of the hostels. Thank you.
How long would the hostel be? How high will it be?
The chair, the panel, 8-story building hostel.
You are talking about the space by the basketball court. I believe that space is also the space by the Bush Canteen. So the space is in between the Bush Canteen and the basketball court, right?
The chair, the panel, that's not what I'm talking about. With the basketball court, the place I mentioned, that would be where the sellers would be for the meantime.
And so where is that space located? Is it not between the Bush Canteen and the basketball court?
No, the hostel in our day, the other side. By the hostel, the chair, the panel, please, I don't know exactly how to describe the place, but where you are saying, that's not what we are talking about.
Do you know where the basketball court is?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Do you know where our day is?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
The chair, with your permission, I think this line of questioning, obviously not enough research has gone in, because I'm making a few points and then I want to touch on another one of her policies, with your permission.
Proceed.
So the first thing is that, have you consulted with the school management about whether or not they even have plans to put up hostels?
The chair, the panel, no, please.
Okay, that answers my question. Then I would like to move on. You mentioned that you wanted to establish a shuttle system. I believe that several of the previous administrations have brought up, in fact, they've attempted to bring up those systems, but none of them have been implemented. And I want real, tangible answers on how you are going to resolve that challenge. You may go ahead. The chair, with your permission.
The chair, the panel, the reason why we want the shuttles in the first place is to transport students from business campus to main campus and from main campus to business campus, because sometimes during exam period, you have your first paper on business campus and the next one on main campus, and you have to come with your own money. Now, with the fact that other people have said the same thing and it wasn't established, I didn't know that was it. But then with my plan, it still has to do with partnering with institutions and agencies. Because honestly, if we are to fund all these projects by ourselves with the SRC's money, we would go bankrupt. And like I said, as a leader, you should have the ability to get people to tap into your ideas. And I believe I have that. If the company or institution knows what they are getting in return, it wouldn't be hard for them to want to partner with you to get the shuttles. So that is it. And I pray you find honesty in me. The fact that other people didn't do it doesn't mean I wouldn't. We are different people, and for now, the only thing I can do is to tell you to find honesty in me. Thank you.
Okay, the chair, with your permission. So the reason why I'm asking, yes, by all means, you are doing it with noble intentions. This is not to discredit you, but as we are here, the intention is to make sure that we are allowing the people who have the right qualifications to pass through. Okay. So the reason why I'm asking for the shuttle is that you are saying that you will get sponsorship. That is fine. The first question, first of all, is what exactly are those who are sponsoring getting in return? And I want a tangible, realistic, and practical implementation of that policy. Because, for instance, we already have buses on campus. And in fact, sometimes whenever there's a program, I'm a business student. So whenever there's a program, the bus is available on the business campus to shuttle those of us who are interested in attending programs on the business campus. So I want real practical and innovative solutions as you have developed. Thank you.
The chair the panel about what those who would sponsor would get in return. Like I said, corporate social responsibility. Annually, all companies have to give back to society. So with that, that's the idea we are going with, that as part of their corporate social responsibility, they should help us. And again, it will be a marketing strategy for they themselves. So assuming we get partnership from Toyota Ghana, it is their vehicle we are going to use. They will have their logos on it. And wherever we go, their names will be mentioned. And I believe it's enough publicity for them and enough marketing for them. And they need it. Any institution need that's marketing. So I believe what they are getting in return, that's how it works. And with the realistic, please.
All right, so I was asking, I want a realistic and practical as well as innovative implementation of the shuttle system. Please, your voice can also help you, because I believe the two of you consulted while you were putting the policy together, right?
The chair the panel, yes, please.
Yes, so he can support you as well.
The chair the panel. So like my president said, we will be working with we will partnering with companies like the Toyota, like she said, be using so that they can use their corporate social responsibility, the money they set aside to give back to society. So like we are saying, we partner with the SRC, we engage with the authorities to see how best that policy can be initiated. Yes, we know there's an existing shuttle on campus, but what we are saying is that we have to initiate that policy, and then we see how best it can work. Thank you.
Please, your response is vague. I said I want practical implementation.
The chair the panel, please, there will be proper management by the SRC. We will manage it by ourselves.
I think you're not getting my question right. So for instance, say an individual comes into a room full of papers and they say, well, the papers here are too disorganized, and they develop a system. We are having binders come in to organize the files and folders. We are going to be digitalizing some of it. So for instance, we have maybe the Google Drive that we are going to use to implement. By the 3rd of this month, yes, that's what I'm looking for, practical implementation.
The chair the panel, the main objective is to transport students from business campus to main campus, like I said earlier. So, and I stated that during exam time, but it's not always going to be exam time. Like you said, sometimes there are programs and students have to be transported. So in other instances like that, during the the program, during the programs and many others.
So if I can support you a little bit. So for instance, what is the transportation system going to be like? Are you getting the term? I want to use the right term. So for instance, are you getting, let's say, the 12-seater buses? Are you getting, for instance, the typically called pragya to be assisting with transportation? Are you going to be using motorbikes? Are you going to be using golf carts? Walk me through.
The chair, the panel, it will be a 32-seater bus.
Yes, it will be I'm just helping you. That's why I mentioned that. But I want you to give me the system because you've thought about it, that you want to implement it. So now I want you to take us, the chairman and the panel, behind the scenes into what you want to do.
The chair, the panel, how it will be implemented, right?
Yes. The implementation. Okay, so let me help you. So after everything is done, what would the experience be like for the students? Walk me through a typical day. You mentioned examination, right? Okay, so now I'm a business student on the business campus. I have a paper at 2 p.m. and I need to be here by 2 p.m. So let me know the system in place. What information do I need to have to be able to make it here? And how does your system contribute to that?
The chair, the panel, thank you. Please, there will be someone in charge of those activities, such that if there is an exam, a paper, a program, or whatever it is, the course rep has to see the driver or the person in charge of the shuttle management report to the person that at this time, at this day, there would be this event on business campus or main campus or even elsewhere outside campus. You make the person aware, the person in charge aware, the person informs the driver, and when it is time, you just go there and take it from there.
The chair, I think let's move on. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have two questions. So the first one, with regards to your bus, the shuttle system, we've had past administrations implement this same thing, and then as we speak now, we don't even see where the SRC buses. So how are you going to make sure that when you implement this policy, even after your tenure, it continues to operate here on campus?
The chair, the house, like I said, there are going to be people in charge of its maintenance, in charge of the maintenance, where it's everything about the bus. So I believe it doesn't stay in existence, or it doesn't work anymore when nobody cares or it's not being maintained. That is when it gets to the extent where it can't be used at all. So like other societies on campus are still ongoing.
You know that once your administration ends, a new one begins.
Yes,
and
please.
they come with their own policies.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so what if they don't want to continue what you've started?
They would have to continue, because the fact that they want to serve the students means
So why don't you have the shuttle system working on campus? Because it was implemented.
lack of proper management. The chair, the panel.
By who?
The chair, the panel. I can't pinpoint who, but I believe if there was proper management, it wouldn't have been so, if I'm being honest.
All right. So the electorates are watching you, right? And then you said a lot. There are a lot of promises in your manifesto, policy statements. They are watching you. What we've had people come here and make promises, and then as at now, we don't see anything. So what assurance are you giving them that you will implement everything in your policy statement? And if you don't implement, what should they do to you?
The chair, the panel, I explained success as leaving a place better than you found it and leaving a better legacy behind. So if I am elected into office and I am unable to do all of this, I leave a very bad legacy behind. And now I am representing women. I will be the second SRC woman president if I am elected into power, and I want to leave the impression that women also can. So if not for anything at all, they should trust in me that there's a legacy I want to leave behind, and I wouldn't want to play with it at all for anything. So like I said, if other people did not do it, find honesty in me. And at the end of the day, if I am unable to do it, I believe the world goes around. When you meet me somewhere vying for another position, you can call me incompetent, and that will be fine.
Dear aspirant, I believe I would not like to hear the statement, find honesty in me again. The reason being that we are here to try and find, in quotes, the honesty you want us to find in you. So that is why our line of questions are tailored this way. So if you continue to answer our questions by saying find honesty in me, I don't think you are helping us to do our job. So help us to help you. Don't repeat that statement.
The chair, the panel, thank you. I won't repeat it again.
His Excellency Ni.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. This is something I would like to acknowledge. So while she was making explanations on the project for the new hostel, yes, it came to my knowledge from a credible source that it's something really in the school's archive to do something of that sort. Yes. But then I was saying that she was like, she'll be able to convince her executives to help push and support for the project. Before that, I asked her to explain and then give constitutional backing on how if two of her executives are trying to boycott her meetings and all that, how she go about that. And she wasn't able to answer that. And she's saying that she'll be able to convince her executives now. I think she's deceiving us. So panel members, let's not be deceived. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. The chair of the house, please, my question to you. If you are being elected as the SRC president and vice president, and 6 months into your term, the university tells you flatly that none of your initiatives can be financially or logistically possible for this year, what will you tell the students that voted for you on those specific promises that you made?
The chair, the panel, please, can you please come again?
Okay. Please, my question is, if you are being elected as the SRC president or vice president, and 6 months into your term, the university tells you clearly that none of your initiatives can be financially or logistically possible this year, what will you tell the students that voted for you on those specific promises?
The chair, the panel, thank you for the question. Please, if the management says it will be financially impossible, like you said, I would have to find another means, because from the very beginning, I am not relying on the management. I am relying on external companies and institutions. So if it has to do with the finance, then I would have to find other means to meet the interest of my people. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, the chair, the panel, sorry. So, what are you going to tell the students that voted for you? Because you are 6 months into your term and you are left with 6 months more to end the term. And they are saying they can't do anything about it for the year. So, what are you going to tell the students that are expecting an outcome from the initiatives you stated in your policy statement?
The chair, the panel, we would have to be transparent, but we wouldn't wait until 6 months before we start our project. We believe we would start the first 100 days if we are voted into power. So until that 6 months, we would have found our way out to implement the policies. But if it happens to be so, we would tell the students the truth. Thank you.
The chair, please, may I? So practically, can you guess how are you going to, try to be transparent to them practically?
The chair, the panel.
So
Dear students of GCTU, before we were voted into power, we made promises. We spoke to you about our policies. And it's unfortunate that it's been 6 months of our term and they have still not been implemented. Students, please have patience with us. This has not been implemented because of financial difficulties. But then we are still working on it, and we believe that at the end of our office, something will be done. We have to make sure that the faith that you had in us wouldn't be in vain. So please have patience for us. Thank you.
The chair, I believe policies are made to address issues, right?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Okay. So right now, what are the most pressing issue students are facing on campus, especially main campus and business campus? And how are you going to address that issue? Because from your policy, I've been seeing, you said something like, you see to it. So how are you going to see to it the challenges or the issues students are facing on campus? Thank you.
The chair, the panel, before I drafted the policies, I listened to the concerns of students. I asked questions. I listened to their problems. And I have 6 major projects, like I said, and each of them address a problem. So the main ones, all the 6 are main projects, and we have hit on the hostel and the network issues. I would like to talk about the rest and the problems they fix. The chair, the panel, can I go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. So the chair, the panel, I have the Alumni Welfare Fund in there, and that policy works like this. There would be an account that would be managed by the SRC and a representative from the Dean of Students that will be funded by alumni. Now, this is what the money will be used for. In times of crisis, for instance, when the flood happened, what if we didn't get external help? Though we got external help, but I'm not saying it is bad. It was food items they brought us when students lost laptops, like valuable items. If we had some money, we could have done better for the students. Like I said, I'm not saying they didn't do well, but if we had our money somewhere, we could have done better for them. Again, with that same alumni welfare fund, there are students who drop out or students who defer because along the line of studying, they lost their parent or they lost their source of income, and sometimes they have to drop out or defer because they can't afford their fees. I mean, we can't pay for everyone, but at least if we're able to pay for 20 to 50 students, it's a positive achievement. And we all know some of our friends drop out and they defer because of what I am saying. So it is addressing the problems of students who are unable to pay their fees. Under that same alumni welfare fund, there are some students with entrepreneurial skills who want to invest in it, but then they don't have the capital to do so. Now we are students, we are SRC, we represent the students. We understand the students better than anybody can. So with that same funding, we can fund those students with at least a minimum of 500 cedis and a maximum of 200 cedis. If you pitch your idea to us and we know it's can work, we would fund you and then you pay later with 0% interest. Some people would not pay, but there are risks in work. Not everybody pays quick loan after they take the money, but it doesn't stop them from still giving out. There will be guarantors and ways to try to get the money, but there are always going to be risk. But so far as the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, it works for us. And also there's Earn While You Study, and that addresses student entrepreneurs. So now there are students with skills and talents that are in their school, but then don't know how to work with it. So with the Earn While You Study, there's going to be a freelancing app where students with skills will post their profile and what they do. So for instance, when the SRC wanted people to fix the leisure bench, you would have just gone to the website, check the profile of a student. Okay, this person has skill in carpentry. The student will do the work for you and you pay the students rather than picking an external force. So it's like working amongst each other. There are other ones with clothing brands and a whole lot of things who don't know how to show it to the world. There will be an exhibition day for that where you exhibit it to the world. Now they say it, track it and fix it, which fixes our communication problems. So they say it, track it and fix it will be a website or an app that serves as a direct communication channel from the students to the SRC, where all information will be published there. Thank you.
The chair, I think I'm okay. Thank you.
Dear aspirants, did both of you prepare this policy statement?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Is there a second policy statement you would like us to have a look at?
The chair, the panel, no, please.
In a few lines, summarize the policy statement projected.
The chair, the panel, thank you. Like I said, there are 6 major ones. The first one has to do with the school hostel. The second one has to do with revamping the campus network. The third one is Earn While You Study, and that has student entrepreneurs at heart. It has 3 subsections. That is the freelancing website, funding students, and the exhibition day. We also have Say It, Track It, and Fix It, which serve as a direct communication channel through the SRC and the student body. Under that Say It, Track It, and Fix It, if you have a problem within your small circle, like your classroom, your AC isn't working, you report it there. You can track the process of fixing it until the problem has been resolved. There's another one called Earn More Than a Degree, where there will be a partnership with institutions, for example, Google, AWS, so that at the end of your study in the school, you would at least have a specialized certificate to aid your burden of getting job outside the world. Now there are sub ones that has to do with the shuttle and fixing of solar panels at some vantage places.
Okay,
like
it's
where
okay,
the
it's okay. It's okay. Dear observers, do you have any questions? No questions. Panelists,
I
any
think
questions?
without much ado, we have next items on the list. So if they have, we can push it to those agendamen. The policy statement has been duly pressed and stressed on. So with all due respect, I think with your permission, we can proceed.
So on to item 6. Let's do this one by one. So item 6, I think 4 questions in total will be in order. If we need to extend, we will extend.
Yes.
So item 6.
The chair, with your permission, can I proceed?
Yes, you may set the ball rolling.
Yes. I must say, I always say this. For us to see somebody lay a pathway for the first time is very nice. Per informant, I just noticed that she is actually the first computer science student to aspire for a president. And for this step, I'll just give a thumbs up. Yes, for that. And before we proceed, Yes, yes, yes. So it means when I look at her CV and her background, she's very updated with current affairs matters. So I'll stick keenly, um, I'll stick keenly with current affairs matters in this school and outside. The chair, with your permission, can I proceed?
Carry on.
Thank you. Now I want to know the name of the following personalities. I want to know the name of the following personalities. The chair, with your permission, can I proceed?
Carry on.
The name of the personality that holds the office of the Dean of Student Affairs, that is one. The name of the personality that holds your dean, the name of the dean of your faculty, that is two. And then since she's aspiring for Ghana's most beautiful, I just wanted to tell me the just passed queen, her name, and which year did she win it. Thank you so much. This is for both candidates.
The chair, the panel. The Dean of Student Affairs is Professor Emilia Asidu.
The chair, the panel, the name of my dean is Professor Megla, but please, I've forgotten her name. So
When you say my dean,
the chair, the panel, the dean for Faculty of Computing and Information Systems, Professor Megla. Please, I've forgotten her name.
Faculty of what? Computing. I want to get the full.
And Information Systems.
Okay, is who? Professor
Megla.
And your faculty. Are you from the same faculty, if I may ask?
The chair, the panel, no, please.
I want to know.
The chair, the panel. So the Dean of Student Affairs.
No, for your faculty.
For my faculty is Professor Teresa Obu. Please, I can't really get the correct this one, but
which faculty do you belong to?
The business school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Professor Teresa Daku.
Okay. Okay. The chair, I would like to hold this because it may run through. And last but not the least, this is for the aspiring queen of GMB. That's what you call it, right? So I think this one you should score it and go. What is the name of the just passed queen? I think 2025, right? Or the 2026 one has been done. You could also apply since you're aspiring for it.
The chair, the panel, her name is Queen Etonam. With GMB, we work with traditional names, so that is how I have to mention it. Queen Etonam.
You did the GMB, and you know the names they work with. Please, let's be guided. I said I need her name.
The chair, the panel, please. I don't know her government's name.
The reason why I asked is that queen, surprisingly, is my elder sister, and she goes by the name. And we do in GMB, we registered her full name. That is Miss Isabella Etonam Gabelezu. Thank you.
The chair, the panel. Thank you.
Please, who is next in line of question? We are on item 6. Item 6. Right, Honorable Michael.
All right, so thank you, Mr. Chair. So when you hear the statement IMF bailout, what does it mean?
The chair, the panel, it means that we've vacated from IMF. The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Hood response to that. So
All right. 2 more questions. 2 more questions. Honorable Akweli.
Thank you very much, the chair, the panel. So please, my question to you, what is the full name of ODSE? Full meaning of ODSE. And it's in this screen.
The chair, the panel. The chair, the panel. Office of Dean of Student Affairs.
Last question for item 6. His Excellency Ni, after that, His Excellency Nathaniel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Yes, so are you aware of the current affairs on the National Union of Ghana Student GCTU Secretariat?
The chair, the panel. No, please.
Mr. Chairman, that will be all.
His Excellency Nathaniel.
Dear aspiring Vice President, Student Representative Council, who is the Minister of Children, Gender and Social Protection?
The chair, the panel. Honorable Agnes Namulate.
Thank you, Chairman.
Can we move to item 7? Or we would still like to dwell on item 6 for some time? So item 7 it is.
The chair, I always say I like item 7 because it relates to other matters. And my sources always prove me right. The chair, when it comes to other matters, the information I have of these aspirants are they do not show up for even SRC events. So I want to put it to them. Is the source true or false?
The chair, the panel. False.
Hello, madam.
The chair, the panel, false.
The chair, before I proceed, I want to talk to madam. Sepecom, what do you say? Let's proceed. Now, the chair, if it is so put, I just want to ask them a simple question.
Carry on.
They just ended SRC week. I want them to give me what happened in the first 3 days. And looking at the vice scale, I think it will be so unfair for me to assess only the scale of the president and leave the vice out. So, to be fair and neutral, looking at the vice scale, I am aware you said you have expertise in tutorship, true or false?
The chair, the panel. True.
So the platform would be open for him to enlighten us on an aspect of his course, that is procurement, on tender and tender documents. Thank you, the chair. With your permission, can they all proceed with my answers?
Yes, they may.
The chair the panel. The first activity during the SRC week was watching of the World Cup, the finals, and then there was gospel rock show, and then there was games night. Please, you said first three, or I should. And there was
Chair, it is evidently clear that they show up and my sources are not true this time. But for the skills of the vice, I would like him to confirm so that we also rate the CV that we are seeing up here.
All right.
The chair the panel. So the tender document has to do with a document that you use to solicit
This is a tutorship. I am aware you are a tutor, so you are allowed to show up any gestures if you feel uncomfortable sitting. Okay, you can. The room and the atmosphere is yours. You are not compelled to either stand or sit.
the chair the house. So tender document has to do with you soliciting a proposal from suppliers to supply goods or service for your company. So the document contains what you want, the specifications of the product or good you want as a company. So that document will be sent to potential suppliers for them to come and supply the good or service you want. So they'll come based on the specification you give them in the tender document and then the requirement you stated in the tender document. Thank you very much.
As a tutor, do you think we will understand everything that you've told us as a tutor respectfully?
The chair of the panel, I would like to clarify a little to make it.
Yes.
So, a tender document, like I said, it's a document you use to solicit proposal or price quotations for a product or let's say service. So let's say GCTU, they want to procure DEXs. So the DEXs they want, or let's say a laptop, the specification of the laptop will be on that tender document. And then when that specification on the tender document, there will probably be suppliers GCTU has been working with for a couple of years or a time now. So they'll probably get in touch with the suppliers based on the tender document. So the suppliers will come in with the things they have. Let's see, with the laptop they have.
The chair, not to cut him short, on this note, the CV is for him and is his. So we can proceed with the other panelists asking their question. Thank you so much.
Let's start from there, then we come here. So
thank you very much, the chair. My question is on policy conflict and team alignment. So should you pass the vetting and is elected, I believe you will be working with other executives who also have policies they want to implement. If they pass the vetting and are also elected, how do you plan to ensure that their policies align with yours and do not interfere with your implementation of your own, considering how demanding your policy is?
the chair, the panel, thank you so much for the question. So when we are elected into power, the first thing I would do is for the elected executives to have a meeting, bring your ideas on board, and we would discuss how best we can implement it, or if not
honorable
all.
aspirant, I believe you would have to sit upright and then face me when you are answering. Okay. You understand?
The chair, the panel,
yes. You don't need to sit in an awkward position. Just relax and be comfortable, but face me whilst you are speaking. Is that clear?
The chair, the panel, yes, please.
Okay, so you can answer now.
The chair, the panel, when we are elected into power, the first thing I would do is for the elected executives to have a meeting. Everyone would bring their ideas on board, they are policies that they wanted to implement, and then we would look at how best we can implement it, or if not all, most of them, under a mutual agreement between um under a mutual agreement amongst all of us. The fact that I'm the president doesn't mean I should impose whatever I am bringing on board on them and forget about theirs. We have to come to a common conclusion and understanding, so we work together as a team, because at the end of the day, it would be our administration, not mine. Thank you.
Honorable Said.
The chair, thank you for this opportunity. Honorable aspiring president for the Student Representative Council, I'm so aware you know the principles and motto for the Electoral Commission of 2026: integrity, neutrality, and transparency. So my question is, how would you, as an aspiring president, uphold these values during election period? Hope you get the question clear.
The
Thank
chair,
you.
the panel, please come again.
The chair, with your permission, I started by stating the principles and motto for the Electoral Commission of 2026, which are integrity, neutrality, and transparency. So the question is, as an aspiring president or vice president, how would you uphold these values during election period? Hope it's clear.
The chair, the panel, yes,
Thank you.
please. The chair, the panel, if we are to make sure, please, if I got you right, it means how do we make sure whatever we are doing aligns with your motto, right? Okay. So we'll just make sure we are doing everything right, not bridging in any rule or overlooking any rule, and not try to dupe anything. We would be transparent with the students and all the procedures that are put before us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dear aspirants, my question is pretty basic. So now I want to know, assuming the panel decides to pass you based on merit and not on performance, would you take the proposal? If yes, why? If no, why? Thank you.
The chair of the house, I believe the whole process is to find who can best fit the position and serve the school very well. So if our performance isn't good, it means that we can't serve the school as expected. And what comes first for us is the welfare of the students and the well-being of the students. So if we don't deem fit to lead the students, I think you shouldn't just give us the position, but then you should rank us based on our performance.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So earlier on, there was a proposal I made, and then you asked that it be pushed to the other matters for her to sing the school's anthem. But before that, I would like to ask her that does she know the eligibility criteria to stand for elections, and does she qualify? Thank you.
The chair of the panel, yes, please. I do.
Okay, so Mr. Chairman, from the SRC Constitution, it stated clearly here that a student must complete 4 semesters to be eligible to stand for any executive position. Has she completed that 4 semesters?
The chair of the panel, the constitution states that you should complete 4 semesters, 4 semesters and have 2 remaining. This is my 4th semester.
Thank you very much, the chair. So it means she hasn't completed the 4 semesters. Therefore, she's not deemed eligible to stand for such position. Thank you very much.
What level are you in?
Level 300.
At what level did you start?
Level 200.
Are you a top-up student?
Yes, please.
From top-up from
Kumasi Technical University.
All right. Please give us 2 minutes.
Thank you.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Distinguished panelists, I believe we got to a juncture where we would have to consult the Office of the Judicial Council. And representing the Judicial Council, I believe we have the clerk of the Judicial Council, and we would allow her to speak to the matter.
The chair the panel, after careful deliberation on the matter raised by His Excellency based on Article 37 of the eligibility requirements, the Office of the Judicial Council has arrived on the following interpretation based on the unique case. While Article 37 states that the student should have completed at least 4 semesters.
Let's all be guided. We are learning here. And I also want to follow the insight. And the candidates too are listening. I think the JC secretary is too fast. So I think she could calm down so that we all listen. Because everybody is also interested in the engagement as well. Thank you.
Well noted. The chair the panel, after careful deliberation on the matter raised by His Excellency, based on Article 37 of the eligibility requirements, the Office of the Judicial Council has arrived on the following interpretation based on the unique case. While Article 37 states that the student should have completed at least 4 semesters and has 2 more to complete. Article 37 further states that they are pursuing a full-time undergraduate program. After a careful investigation, the Constitution does not provide any special provision or clarification on students who pursue top-up program. Hence, considering that the students or the aspirants fulfill all the requirements without prejudice, any provision stated, the Office of the Judicial Council conclude that Bridget Beduwa Bonsu qualified as aspirant to the position. Thank you.
I believe we have heard the wise counsel, and as stated, she is eligible to aspire. Apparently, we have spent about 3 hours and 40 minutes on
assessing the aspirant, and also deliberating on the matter that was raised. In light of that, I will take one more question on item 7, and then a submission. Then we proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So earlier, you asked that she singing the school anthem be brought to other matters, of which I asked, including what brought about the deliberations, which took all the time. So may she proceed to singing the school anthem. Thank you very much.
The chair, the panel. GCTU is on the move to a future bright and filled with hope, touching each and every one, community and international partnership. Ghana Communications Technology University. Knowledge comes from learning. GCTU is on the move to a future bright and filled with hope, touching each and every one, community and international partnerships. Ghana Communications Technology University. Knowledge comes from learning. GCTU is on the move to a
I believe we have the assessment we need. You may resume your seat.
Thank you, the chair.
Any submissions?
The chair, the panel. Thank you so much. Previously, I was equally intimidated by your attire because I even felt it difficult to speak, and I think it also affected our sister here. That is why she wasn't able to sing the second verse. Because for her to sing the first verse, equally she can sing it, but I'm sure it is the attire that I think is fair, right? Thank you. So before the chair, I would like not to look at you and look at the aspirants for this suggestion. I would just urge them that always, as I tell every aspirant, picking the forms is the first step, because people have dreamt of being here, but they couldn't take it. And coming through vetting is also a second phase of it, because you may not know whether you proceed to the next level or not. And so they should see this as a learning and an evaluation process. And we wish them all the best. So the chair, this is the only suggestion I want to add up. Thank you so much.
On that note, dear aspirants, thank you for coming, and you would hear from us.
The chair, the panel, thank you so much for the opportunity. We are grateful.
dum dum